Students, now let me tell you something about the financial impact of logistics. It's very important. If you can remember from your previous courses on logistics, there was a renaissance for logistics. Logistics evolved हुई, separate हुई from the marketing. 4 P's थे marketing के, उससे separate हुआ. Of course, logistics as a separate discipline or a field or area would be recognized only if we can actually look at the impact of logistics. हम logistics के financial impact को measure कर सकें. Financial impact measure करना क्यों ज़रूरी है? It is important because after measuring the financial impact, you would be able to know, okay, there are the goals or there were some measurable objectives, and logistics, in terms of logistics, strategically or tactically or operationally, you have achieved those. Most of the time, your objectives would be, the measurable objectives would be coming under the operational planning horizon. Operational planning horizon mein, you would be covering such kind of a things. Financial impact would be there, but of course the impact would be for your strategic decision making as well, for your tactical decision making as well. It's very important for any discipline to measure the financial impact. Financial impact would make the difference because it actually shows that how much you have grown, let's say, as a logistical service provider or as a company which has some logistical activity in it. So let us look at it in detail. What I want to tell you is that there is always, financially, there is always a return on investment. आपके पास return on investment, ROI मौजूद है. That is what needs to be increased. You need to increase it so that there would be a higher financial impact, positive impact, financial impact, of course. It comprises of profit और the capital employed. आपने जो सरमाया लगाया और जो profit हासिल किया, ये इन दो चीज़ों पर है. So the profit divided by the capital employment would that financial ratio actually tell you about the return on investment. Of course, that is generic for any discipline. Let's say entrepreneurship में, let's say logistics, let's say in marketing, if there is some activity going on, you would measure the return on investment with this generic formula, that is the profit divided by the capital employed. Then profit would be coming through some sales, which would be sales minus the cost of logistics. In sales, you would have the orders that have been delivered on time. Then you would have the service levels which you have provided to the customer. If you can remember, there are customer service levels. There are which would be like cycle service level or unit service levels. Both were there. Companies were mostly using the cycle service levels. That means in one business cycle, how many orders they were fulfilling. So service levels are there, and of course they are measurable. Then there are customer relationships. You would have customer relationship management. Customer would be maintained in some database, or you would be mining that data in order to increase your sales by increasing the loyalty of the customer. So there are programs which are related to customer relationships. Of course, falls under the sales. And then after sales services. After sales services are also there, and they do have an impact on your sales. आपकी sales पर impact करती हैं. For example, the product which would have a very good after sales service, there are higher chances that the sale of that product would be higher because customer would have a confidence that, okay, if I buy this product and if there is some issue, I would have the after sales service with it. So sales would be revolving around these 4 factors mainly. Then you would have the costs related to it, which is of course the inventory holding cost, the storage cost, the transportation cost, of course, labor efficiency, depot location, your warehouse location, of course, and the obsolescence, obsolete inventory as well. The inventory that cannot be used in the next season, or the model of that inventory is actually now, it's obsolete. Of course, these costs are related to your logistical activity, which is starting from the supplier to the end customer. Then, in terms of capital employed, you would mainly look at the inventory plus cash and receivables plus the fixed assets. These 3 things would actually make up your capital employed. In inventory, you would have the raw material, of course. you would have the components, then the work in process, the finished good inventory, then the stock location, where do you locate your stock, your inventory control systems, your inventory turn. Inventory turn means in how quickly that inventory moves from one location in your logistical network to the another. For example, मेरी manufacturing से कितनी जल्दी it moves to my warehouses, or from my warehouses how quickly it moves to the end customers. Then your EOQ, economic order quantity, if that is the case, if the industry is, let's say, make to stock, if they are using economies of scale, of course they would be producing their inventory as per the economic order quantity. So that is an important decision. And the overall system of your inventory, आपकी inventory का overall system ये inventory के under आएगा. Then cash and receivables, of course, cash to cash cycle and order cycle time. How much time does it take when you place an order and the time when it comes to the end customer, when the product is received by the customer. Then the invoice accuracy is there. How accurate you can produce your invoice. That is an important thing. Then your fixed assets. Fixed assets would be like the warehouses you have developed, the depots or the terminals, the transport mechanism. Then you would have some network optimization, then the outsourcing decisions. All of these things would make up your fixed asset things. Overall, you would have the same ROI, the profit and the capital employed. But in logistics, you would be looking at different parameters to be measured so that the return on investment in terms of logistics could be gathered. That is actually very important for the logistical activity to flourish in an organization if the impact is actually positive. Thank you.